Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Jerma Rumble. The rules are simple. If you are thrown over the top rope, you are eliminated from the game. There are 20 competitors. Each one will come out every 60 seconds. And it's the Jerma universe, so you could see anything. Sit back, relax, and hold on to your seats, because here come the first two competitors.
And with that introduction, we are going to get right into this, get started here. The first competitor number 1, is going to be the Egg. Now, a lot of you might not know who the Egg is because he's been in one video, and the video only has like 15,000 views, so not very many people know who he is, but he's number 1. And number 2, the second of 2 starting in the ring, is going to be Gabe Newell. So this should be quite interesting. Gabe Newell versus the Egg in the initial couple minutes here in the initial round. And we're going to let this play out, guys. Going to get this started. I hope you enjoy. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The bell is rung. The official first ever Jerma Rumble is now underway. Gabe Newell and the Egg are your first 2 competitors. If you don't know how the Rumble works, essentially being the first 2 is very difficult to win the Rumble because you have to stay in here the entire time. And Gabe Newell looks like he could be getting pushed out. No! Takes a right hand to the Egg's face. And hopefully both these competitors realize that if they want to have any dream of making it to the final 5 or even the final 10 in this Rumble, they need to conserve their energy right now. The Egg on the defensive, getting his cranium pushed in by Gabe Newell, ducks under that punch, finds a way into the gut of the leader of Valve. And we have our first introduction to Do of the evening coming down the aisle right now. There he is, the infamous Blue Spy from Team Fortress 2 in the number 3 spot. Kind of making his way casually down the aisle. He is on the offensive team, as you see, taking a break from his usual shenanigans in Team Fortress 2 to possibly come down here and help out Gabe Newell, who's in a little bit of trouble. And you gotta be crazy to think that these two will not be working together. Of course they will be. Gabe Newell gonna take him up, setting him up for the double knee smash. That is a beautiful move. Of course they'll be working together. Did anybody think differently? The Egg is in a ton of trouble, but wait a second. The Spy, I think, accidentally just hit Gabe Newell. Maybe not going for a swinging neckbreaker on Gabe Newell. He turned. You thought, this is unbelievable. Well, he is a backstabbing son of a bitch, so people, how would you not expect that? But they still, Gabe Newell, that's your boss. He owns the company that you work for. How could you do something like that? And Gabe is not happy. Double teaming, working with the Egg now. The times have turned. The tables have turned for the Spy. This is outrageous, and another competitor is on the way. Pulling up the number 4 spot is coming down the ring aisle right now. There he is, and that's none other, ladies and gentlemen, than a... Yeah. If you don't know who the... Yes. There's plenty of them. There's thousands of them, potentially. And it seems like one of them found their way into the arena. Let's see how he fares against the people that are in the ring right now. We've got Gabe Newell and the Egg. The Spy seems to have let up a little bit on Gabe Newell. I think he's too afraid to go near those two, considering that they were just double teaming. But there's no real answer to who is on whose side. It's really every man for himself in the Royal Rumble. You can never expect any teammate to be a teammate for long. They're going to turn eventually. It's just really a matter of time when. You could have your best friend, your worst enemy, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, no matter who is in that ring with you, it no longer matters. Everyone's trying to win, and only one can. So we got 5 seconds or so left until another competitor comes down, and the ring is going to start to get a little bit crowded here. More than 5 people in the ring at the same time is a little ridiculous. And let's see who the next competitor is going to go down. It's another beer. Okay, I was actually not aware that there was more than one beer in this competition, but that's beer number 284. Seems like he may have had a couple of drinks. He seems a little shit-faced right now, but that's okay. We've got action in the ring right now. We've got the Spy pushing the beer. We've got Gabe Newell tosses out the Egg. The first person to be eliminated is the Egg in the Jerma Rumble. And don't sweat it, Egg. Maybe you'll get to be in another video in like another 3 years. Anyways, guys, we're going to move back to the action here. This is going to be very interesting. You've got two Biaz who are from the same game. They're both from Grand Theft Auto 4. And then you have Valve's Gabe Newell and the Spy. So this is kind of turning into a tag team almost tournament, rather than a Royal Rumble, which you don't get to really see that often. And regardless, there's going to be a variable added to this equation in less than 5 seconds anyways. So whatever was going to be here is pretty short-lived. And Gabe Newell lining up a kick on the BURGAH and kicks him right out. The BURGAH has been eliminated, one of the BURGAHs at least. And the Spy has been eliminated too. We didn't even get to see that. All the while, another competitor coming down the aisle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Batboy. And I'm fairly certain we can all agree on this, that Batboy could be the shittiest character so far. And it would be a real shame if Batboy were to win this Royal Rumble. I can just say that, but that's personally. You might be rooting for Batboy, but I don't think anybody is. Let's be completely honest here. But Batboy doing a little bit of work, trying to throw what it initially was Gabe Newell out of the ring, but he has since turned his attention to this BURGAH that's lying on the ground, and Gabe Newell sitting there while Batboy just eliminated somebody. Can we be clear on this? Batboy just got an elimination, and he's like the worst character that was created. Hopefully Gabe Newell throws him out right now. That's what's on everybody's mind. It looks like he's going to do it. No! Batboy with the resilience of 20 bats fends off Gabe Newell and stays in the match. And just like that, in what seems to be no time at all, we have somebody else coming down the ring. I wonder who it could be. Could it be somebody that you all know and love? Could it be Boo from YouTube, Booman61 wearing the cape, which was crafted this very afternoon by his seamstress. Boo has 2 live-in seamstresses for his various cape needs, but he's getting real fired up right now. Gonna run into the ring, not gonna waste any time. Going for a punch on Gabe Newell, gets the block, and an armbar, and a kick right in his penis by the low-blowing bastard that is Batboy. Those of you that want a little bit of a backstory on Batboy, he was a bat and a boy, and then was put into a test tube, and then put under radiation, and they were trying to make a Spider-Man type superhero, but it actually turned out to be Batboy, and it was just really, really annoying, and he just pissed off all the people in the laboratory, so they made him leave. They gave him a suitcase, and they told him, hey, here's $4,000, take the next train to Philadelphia, and he showed up here somehow. I don't even know how he got into this competition, to be honest. But who really cares about Batboy? We have more important things to discuss. Like, we are almost nearing the halfway point of the first ever Jerma Rumble, and what a good opportunity to introduce this man, Captain Humphreys. No one has ever seen his face, but he promised us some gold this afternoon, and we're gonna get it. And there it is. Each one of those gold pieces is worth about 30 United States dollars, so audience, I'd start grabbing. And it seems like Batboy's on his way out, and Boo is staring off into space. I think someone's giving him the middle finger in the audience, and Batboy has been eliminated. Batboy is gone. Scratch him off your list if you're keeping track. That's the final time he'll be here. I promise you won't see Batboy in any other video ever. So, Batboy, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, we got Captain Old Bones Humphreys versus Gabe Newell versus Booman61. And again, we have 3 contestants, 3 people in the ring. It's, you know, you like to see Royal Rumbles get really, really hectic with a bunch of people, but right now, Captain Old Bones is fighting for his life. He punches Gabe Newell, he punches Boo. It's not his time yet, but it is time. It is time to introduce another person. It happens every minute on the dot, so keep your eyes peeled for Sonic the Hedgehog. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, made his way to the first time to the arena. He's riling the crowd up. His latest game was a piece of shit, but he doesn't care. He's here to redeem himself, to redeem the qualities of Sonic the Hedgehog in old style. He's coming in old school to take on everybody. And we will see how he fares against these fellow fighters. But let's talk about Gabe Newell for a second. If you've noticed, Gabe is still in this. He was the first person, he was one of 2. It was Gabe Newell and the Egg, if you remember. And Gabe Newell is still in this. You never see this. It's so rare to see somebody that was one of the first people stay in for this long. And maybe we're going to see Captain Old Bones take a spill here. Boo is really pushing him on that right turnbuckle. He's going backwards. He's going to... Oh, he goes over. No, he doesn't. He just barely doesn't go over the edge. And we see a scoop slam by Gabe Newell onto Sonic the Hedgehog. And my goodness gracious, things are really heating up here with another competitor coming in a second here. Not sure who it could be, but we're going to see Gabe Newell here setting up a powerbomb over the top turnbuckle to Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is eliminated. As we move to our next person, our next opponent coming in, it is none other than Cognitive Gaming's MLC Stealth. Lighten up this arena with the fireworks. He got those from Costco at about 4 a.m. last night, and he just barely set them up in time. And does Costco sell fireworks? I don't even think they do, so forget about anything I just said. Comes in and takes Gabe Newell out by the knee, and Sonic the Hedgehog is still sticking around right now. He has choice words for Gabe Newell. after that embarrassing powerbomb over the top turnbuckle and only being in for less than about 40 seconds. Sonic was eliminated, so choice words there, not exactly sure what was said, but I'm sure it was rotten. By the way, while we have a second here, what the hell was that? Did he just cartwheel for no reason? I have no idea. But Old Bones nearly getting pushed out by Boo. That's the second time that Boo has not been able to capitalize on Old Bones on the outside of the apron. But we're at 0, which means another fighter is on their way down to ringside. Fresh out of his time machine from the 1700s. Please give a warm welcome to Benjamin Franklin. It's a real honor to have him here. It's a real pleasure to be hosting Ben Franklin on his first ever time travel trip. He said when we interviewed him, I had to come to the Jerma Arena. I was preparing for this day because I want to kick Jerma's ass. That's a direct quote from Benjamin Franklin. Look it up in one of your textbooks, all right? So, there are 5 people in here now, coming on 6 if nobody is eliminated, and people are just watching Ben Franklin punch Old Bones in the face. Okay, that's fine. And why are people letting him do this? He just walked all over him without any contention. What the hell was that? I actually didn't see that. I did not know that happened. I'm a little taken off guard by that. But anyways, Ben Franklin pushing MLC Stealth. We got a couple of scuffles going on. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Boo. And there's going to be 6 people in here. There's going to be a 6th person coming in right now, and it is BURGAH Boy. Seems to have forgotten his pants. He didn't forget his Ronald McDonald colored knee pads and armbands, but he forgot to wear pants, which I wouldn't want to be near that guy. I don't want to touch his balls or something. That's really messed up. But Boo has been eliminated! Just like that, just that quickly! Right when BURGAH Boy gets in the ring, we almost had 6 people in here, but it turns out to be 5, and one of the top seeded players is no longer in this fight. And we just saw a double choke slam by the likes of BURGAH Boy, and throwing him against the ropes. He's got a little bit of things to say to Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin now throwing him alongside the ring. Old Bones is kind of in the way there, but it's no match for Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin with a lariat! And BURGAH Boy is gone! BURGAH Boy has been pushed out of this tournament in less than 20 seconds with a crushing lariat by Benjamin Franklin. He has been training. But is it going to be enough to withstand a kick from MLC Stealth? It is not! And Ben Franklin now is joining the members of people that have been thrown out of the ring in less than a minute's time. That's unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. Ben Franklin traveled 400 years to get here. And Gabe Newell almost gets thrown over too. But time and time again holds on for dear life, and he stays. We're going to the second half of this Rumble. We're already in the second half, and Gabe is still a contender. Speaking of contenders, we're going to see who lucky number 13 is, or unlucky number 13, depending on how you look at superstitions. There he is, coming down here nice and confident, nice and cocky. It's Star. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Star to the arena. He's coming in quite late, so he does have a good chance to conserve energy and to be on top of his game. We're going to see what happens. He does not like Old Bones right off the bat, giving a couple of punches to him. Gives him a headbutt right to the back of his head. Usually you see a headbutt to the front of the head, but he was going for a different approach, going for the medulla oblongata, it seems like, and showing the strength, just power slamming the Old Bones down to the ground, rattling him to the core. And really, you like to see competitors stay a little bit chill at this point, especially if you're a character like Gabe, or if you're MLC Stealth, and you've been in here for a while, especially Old Bones. We might see a double elimination here. 2 people rocking on the edge. Star ends up getting out of his. MLC Stealth not so fortunate. And he does a nice little backflip to keep himself in check and to keep himself there. But we have another entrance here. Is that who I think it is? That wouldn't happen to be MLG Grandpa, would it? It is! It's Grandpa! Coming down in his pajamas and socks. Obviously does not care at all about the correct attire you would bring to a wrestling ring. Him and BURGAH Boy have at least something in common. BURGAH Boy was almost nude, and Grandpa is in white socks. He just got out of bed, it seems. Well, that's not going to stop him from attacking MLC Stealth and going for Gabe Newell. You know, I think Gabe Newell is really tired right now, and Grandpa is taking that to his advantage, really trying to push him up on the turnbuckle here. He's got Gabe in a really bad spot, looking down to the ground below. He's trying to hold on, does not want to fall. Star is not in time. Gabe Newell is eliminated from the competition. Star came over to what seemed like was trying to help out Gabe Newell, and Old Bones! Captain Humphreys is now gone as well. That's 2 that are eliminated, and another competitor is coming in. God, you just hate to see that. Gabe was going to make it to the final 4, it seemed, but no, he just was too tired and too much stress on his body. And here comes Obama. Rounding out number 15 is the current president of the United States. He is riling the crowd up, and he's pretty pumped himself. He's starting to go into a little bit of a sprint here, or it seems like a jog, sliding right into the bottom of the ring, and not going to do anything really crazy. Kind of trying to grab for MLC. Holy shit! Star just did the big boot to MLC Stealth, and he is now gone. That was a heinous boot. And we got the president currently, Obama, taking a little bit of a knee there. And Star gives him the bulldog. Seems to be getting his bearings, but Star and Grandpa both not relentlessly letting up, and here comes a double DDT. Obama is a top seed, so it makes perfect sense, just like we saw with Boo. And what a block by the president. Well, what a counter block by Grandpa. Gets tossed right into the hands of Star, trying to throw him over the top rope, but he is going to catch a breather here, a much-needed breather, may I add. And we're going to see yet another person coming down that wonderful aisle. It's Danny DeVito. Funny story about Danny DeVito. This was actually supposed to be italics, but BURGAH Boy, when we were creating characters, wrote over italics with Danny DeVito. And I didn't know this until I started recording my footage. So italics is now Danny DeVito. That's the story. So back to the action now. Danny DeVito is in the ring, perusing around, looking for his first target. It's going to be Star. Belly-to-back suplex seems to be quite effective. Blocked by the president, and what a punch that was by Obama. Knocked Grandpa clean on his ass. That was a hard, boisterous punch if I've ever seen one. Trying to toss him out of the ring. Grandpa going for it again. Spinning around, throwing Obama around the side. I'm just shocked to see him standing, frankly, after taking a blow like that. And Obama is now gone. Obama is now out of the competition. He is riled up about that. He is upset about that. He had a good chance, and he knew it, to get to the Final Four, at least in this competition, but not right now. He's going to get back to his presidential duties. But now we got another person coming down, and it... Who the fuck is this? What the hell is this thing? Is this a giant chicken? I guess so. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our new competitor. Number 16 or 17, I believe. I didn't check it out, but it is the chicken. Okay. Here he comes. Grandpa, Danny DeVito, the chicken, and Star are the remaining competitors, with just a few more people that have not shown up yet. And what a knee by Danny DeVito to the chicken, almost killing him. I wish the chicken really did just, die right there, because the chicken, sucks. But we'll treat him like a competitor regardless. He has Star currently in a neck-wrenching. No, Star is going to pick him up and drop him on his back. If you can even call that a back, or his wings, or... And how tall is this guy? The chicken's 9 feet tall with that head. And is that a person in a chicken suit, or is that a chicken in a person suit? I have absolutely no idea, and I'm not going to ask that question again. And it's scary to think that the chicken really could win this, because we're down to the last, 6 or 7 people in the Rumble. One of these people has a very high probability that they're going to win. And speaking of really dumb characters and stupid entrances, here comes Glue Man. So let's check in with our Twitter poll that's been running since the very beginning of this Royal Rumble. Who is the worst character that has been created? And in the last 10 seconds, Glue Man has received 97,000 votes. Anywho, let's talk about the Rumble in general. There are only 2 people left that have not come down into the ring. Everybody in here and those remaining 2 are the only competitors left. So, who are those remaining 2 people? I can maybe guess one of them, but the other one, I just really don't know. And I can promise you one thing. There are no more chickens and no more Bat Boys and Glue Men. So keep that in mind while you're thinking of the final 2 people. Currently, there is a situation over on the left side. Star is about to be eliminated by Danny DeVito, and he is! Star is not going to win this time, not this competition. And we have our second to last competitor coming down the aisle right now. Who do you think it is? He looks really great right now. Looks like he's been in the gym, too. It's Jerma 985. He looks fantastic. What a real great guy he looks like. Anyways, he's coming in right now to try and rough up these people. It's coming to me right now just how ridiculous I made this character. Anyways, Grandpa taking a couple of swings on him, snaps the neck down, and the chicken could be eliminated right now. we could see the end of the chicken, and we are going to see Danny DeVito Italics eliminates the chicken. That's another stupid character that has no chance of winning this Rumble, and he's not. Did you see that face? That was a really, really messed up face. But Jerma getting thrown over the ropes. It's these four and one other. Danny DeVito could be going out now. Three people have been eliminated in the last 1 minute. It's down to three now. And this one final person. Who could this person be? And is Grandpa going to get eliminated right now? Yes, he is! The last three people. Jerma, Glue Man, and another beer. A spectacular entrance for the final entry to this competition. And what a competition it has been. What a roller coaster ride this has been. We are down to the final three. Biaf 419, Glue Man, and Jerma 985.
Yeah.
That sums it up perfectly for me, folks. That sums it up for me. And just before we get out of here, before this video ends in the next few minutes, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for sticking around to watch the first ever Jerma Rumble. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of great times. And here we go with the final three. Hope you enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. The Bia going in for a headlock. Jerma breaks it up, throwing him into the turnbuckle. Glue Man kind of just looking on, and Jerma is dipping over. Jerma dips him over the side. We are down to two competitors. It's Glue Man or Jerma. That was quick. That was fast. That is how we like to see it. And you can feel the intensity between these two. One of them is going to be crowned champion of the first Jerma Rumble. Could it be Glue Man, the shittiest character voted on Twitter, or will it be Jerma? No one is sure. All we know is it's intense, and speaking of intensity, here comes a push. Could be the final push of the night. Glue Man is holding for dear life. Jerma's trying to dip him. Jerma gets him over the side. Is he gonna get it? Jerma dips him over the side. Jerma's your winner of the first ever Jerma Rumble. And you can see just how good it is to come into a Rumble in the final four, or the final five. If you get in the final five, you have such a huge advantage over everybody else. And Jerma, or me, proved that here today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more Jerma Rumbles, please let me know. I'm not against doing another one of these, and this is a lot of fun to make. So I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching the Jerma Rumble.